The highly anticipated Buzz Lightyear movie was in production for what seemed like forever, but now that it has been officially released, there are some things we have to talk about. Most importantly is Chris Evans' comment about the movie. Stay tuned so that you don't miss a thing. First up, what did Chris Evans say about the movie? The next Disney/Pixar film, which depicts the narrative of Buzz Lightyear's beginnings, features an actor who is now 40 years old and plays the role of Buzz Lightyear. Chris described the experience of being able to participate in the project as being similar to that of a child in a candy store in a recent interview with People magazine. The film Toy Story had such a profound effect on audiences. It's so famous and the cast of characters had such a wide range of personalities. Simply put, they provide something that is quite relatable, he stated to the media source. This movie tells the story of how Buzz Lightyear got his start. Because of the narrative, Andy and his buddies all wanted to go out and purchase a Buzz Lightyear toy. Chris went on to say more. I'm a major Pixar fan. It was like being a kid at a toy store. It's unlike any other movie Pixar has made up to this point. Although I haven't watched the movie, I think it is quite obvious that Chris was not totally honest with us according to its IMDb rating. The movie has been ranked lower than its predecessors, and although certain things could have been better, there's nothing we can do now. There were a lot of flaws in the movie, but maybe we'll talk about it in another video. For now, let's take a look at some questions fans hoped the Toy Story spin-off would answer, starting with, how did Buzz become a space ranger? Fans of the character Buzz Lightyear have anticipated learning more about the character's backstory in Buzz Lightyear, which will include his time spent working at Star Command. But how did he end up working with the Space Rangers in the first place? Buzz is a naturally inquisitive individual who has a strong dedication to accomplishing what is morally acceptable in the world. His thirst for exploration and adventure may be what drew him to Star Command, a fan group dedicated to the Star Trek franchise, but duty was what kept him there. We expect that Buzz Lightyear has provided some insight into the circumstances surrounding how he was recruited and whether or not his history played a role in serving as an inspiration. This is one of the many questions fans want to be answered in this Toy Story spin-off. If you are interested in learning more about what fans have been talking about, keep watching this video. And now, how was he able to get his suit? One of the numerous mysteries that has fans captivated is the identity of Lightyear's distinctive costume. The most recent teaser for the animated blockbuster provided us with a quick look at one of the Space Rangers' most recognizable pieces of gear. In light of this, the film based on Buzz Lightyear was expected to provide an answer to the subject of where Buzz Lightyear obtained his suit. Fans believed it was a prize won after a dangerous mission, or it might have been a piece of equipment that was distributed to the bulk of Star Command. Whatever Pixar decides the backstory of the story will be, you can rest assured that it will be entertaining. I have always found the suit interesting, but this question had never crossed my mind. Maybe because I didn't think it was a big deal. So, what is Buzz's mission exactly? Buzz Lightyear has been a well-known figure in this universe and is considered by Star Command to be one of the best Rangers they have ever seen. But there has to be a reason for this. Did the astronaut accomplish anything so extraordinary that it has been hailed all across the world? Regardless of how Buzz Lightyear rose to popularity, fans of the franchise expect that they will get the opportunity to understand what his most recent mission is thanks to the film. Fans believe that the explorer's objective was to discover other worlds that contained sentient life. His original introduction to the audience may have some bearing on the role he plays in Lightyear. Next, can he actually fly? Buzz's efforts to take flight are now considered a cultural landmark. Followers are aware that the Space Ranger's only real talent is falling gracefully, which is still quite an accomplishment in and of itself. This is common knowledge among fans of the character. There were really high hopes that this perplexing problem is presented in the movie about Buzz Lightyear. Is it even theoretically possible for Buzz to fly in the real world? I don't know what the answer could be, and I don't want to expect anything, but many fans are anticipating that Buzz can fly. This makes perfect sense, taking into account that the toy believes he is holding the power in his hand. Toy enthusiasts have been keeping their fingers crossed that the wings will be able to work as gliders, so it would be a letdown to learn otherwise. And now, is Zurg his actual father? Star Command may have taken some plot points and ideas from Star Trek, but it was Buzz's attempt to make the show family-friendly that turned it into a parody of Star Wars. When Luke Skywalker finds out that Darth Vader is his biological father, it is widely considered to be one of the most memorable moments in the history of cinema. Buzz was compelled to come up with something better. In Toy Story 2, it is revealed that the evil Emperor Zurg is actually the real father of the toys. Through a game of catch with each other, they were eventually able to work out their issues. Is Zurg indeed Buzz's biological father, or was that merely a joke about the toy and not the person who was actually wearing the suit? This has caused a major debate between fans who feel Zurg is Buzz's father and those that are skeptical about it. If you ask me, I think that we don't need to stress our minds contemplating something that isn't there. What do you think? So, where does Zurg rule over? Even though the plot twist involving Emperor Zurg definitely cemented Toy Story's status among the best animated films of all time for its seamless humor and moving storytelling, it also raised a more fundamental concern. In his role as Emperor, precisely what does Zurg assert he rules? Is Zurg the actual leader of a relatively relatively little planet whose significance has been massively exaggerated for humorous purposes? Or is the Empire the wicked power that Buzz Lightyear has vowed to fight against till the end of his days? And next, what do we know about Star Command's identity? It has been established that there is a Star Command. However, who exactly are these individuals? Who do they advocate for? And what is it exactly that they expect to achieve with their efforts? There is no doubt that Buzz is a dedicated member of the squad who will try his best to represent the group no matter where he finds himself. There is relatively little information available about the organization, given that the animated series Buzz Lightyear of Star Command is no longer considered canon. It's possible that Buzz Lightyear will make progress in his movie, but it's more likely that the heroic force he joins will be something simpler than Starfleet's bureaucratic structure. All we can do now is speculate, but I can assure you that you'll most likely be wrong. So, what exactly is the function of all his suit's controls? Andy has a lot of fun playing with all of his toys, but the purportedly intelligent Buzz is the most recent addition to his collection of toys because it has a lot of buttons, lights, and sounds. It's unlikely that they merely randomly throw catchphrases at the adversary like that. So, what do you think they do? It has been determined that the controls on Buzz's suit perform a variety of purposes in total. Because of these three factors, Buzz Lightyear is able to speak, his wings have extended, his laser beam has been engaged, and he has begun to fly. However, what else is there for Buzz to do in that costume when he has a plethora of other options? Finally, did Buzz Lightyear ever watch his movie? According to the official narrative of the Toy Story franchise, the film Lightyear is the one that served as the inspiration for the Buzz Lightyear action figure. If this is the case, then Buzz has never watched his own movie, and the only account of his adventures that he is aware of is the one that is printed on the box. There is a possibility that Woody, Buzz, and the rest of the group from Toy Story will make an appearance in the movie Buzz Lightyear to see what takes place. It would be cool if Buzz's involvement in all of this was confirmed on the big screen, while Andy's toys watched the Star Command adventure. I think fans have done a lot of thinking about the upcoming movie, a bit too much if I might add. Nonetheless, these are the things that make us enjoy movies more. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.